To create your mini watermelon slime, take a table tennis ball and cut it in half carefully using a knife, and if you're young, get parental supervision. This is not an option. These two halves will become your watermelon skin. Next, use some acrylic paint to paint on the skin details, and I decided to add some dark green streaks through a lighter green base so it looks super real. Now take some black sequins and cut each into 8 pieces for the watermelon seeds, and repeat this until you have enough seeds. This is super fiddly, guys. Next, we'll make the slime by using some clear glue, red food color, and activator. Add a small amount of clear glue into a container and mix in your red food coloring and your watermelon seeds. Now slowly add in your activator until it becomes a slime. Feel free to use your hands to mix in the final parts of activator. By now, the slime has a ton of air bubbles in it, so we'll need to let it set overnight. But since we have it already right here, we might as well play with it first. And when you're ready, pop it into an airtight container and let it rest. So I prepared one earlier. As you can see, there's a huge difference in how it looks once the air bubbles have settled. The slime is super clear, so now we're gonna pop it into the watermelon. Obviously, the more you play with it, the more air bubbles it's gonna get, but as long as you let it rest afterwards, the air bubbles will eventually go away again. So yeah, this mini slime I thought looked super cute and was pretty convincing, especially with the seeds as well. You can also do a bunch of cool things with this watermelon slime and make it look really weird as well. Even without the watermelon skin, it was a super fun slime to play with, and the seeds within the slime gave it an extra texture, which was interesting. I was craving watermelon so much by the end of this video, by the way. Wish I had watermelon scent to put into this, but we'll work on that for next time. To make a mini unicorn frappuccino slime, I took a small plastic cup and printed a Starbucks logo. Just cut out the logo and stick it onto your cup. Now take some Elmer's glue and some white soft clay and some pink food coloring. Mix it all together evenly, making sure to squeeze out all the bumps in the clay. Next, activate your slime as usual. You should end up with a super soft, fluffy, matte slime. So now it's time to make a blue one and a purple one as well. Then what you want to do is twirl all these 3 slimes together and pop them into your Starbucks cup, and they'll form like a marbled unicorn frappuccino. Cut out some round foam discs and stick them together to form the lid of your cup. One circle being the size of the inside of the cup and one circle being the size of the outside of the cup. Knead a small cone of soft clay and place it in the middle of your foam disc. Now take some more Elmer's glue and some white soft clay and mix them together. They should form a soft paste. Press this paste through a cake decorating piping nozzle so you can get a long tube of clay that looks kinda just like whipped cream. Wrap this piece of clay around your clay cone and you'll end up with this whipped cream shape. It is so adorable. Pass a hole through with a straw and then let it air dry. I added some pink and blue glitter for an extra bit of color and it kind of looked like glitter sprinkles, but this is optional. Now just add in your straw, paint it green, and then pop your whipped cream lid onto your frappuccino and you're done. This one definitely took the longest time to make, but it turned out really well and I thought it was super worth it because you can never have too much unicorn in your life. So now that it's done, you can play with it as much as you like. To make this next slime, I had to find some of these cute little sauce bottles. I think they're for soy sauce, or I'm not actually sure, but they were the perfect shape for my next mini food slime. Next, I got an actual lid from a little fish soy sauce container and literally just cut off the top. Do this carefully or with adult supervision. As you can see, it has this little nub below the lid that'll fit right into our soda bottle. Next, I printed out a bunch of soda bottle brands on tiny strips of paper. So we're going to cut out the Mountain Dew one first and then use some clear tape to stick it around a mini soda bottle. Now to make our Mountain Dew slime, I thought this green glitter glue would work perfectly. It almost looks like it. Just pour out a tiny amount and activate it. It's literally so tiny I could barely hold onto it with my fingers, so it was actually a lot harder to handle than normal slime. Next, I used a toothpick to kind of just stuff it into my mini bottle and then add a little straw to it, which is really just a colored toothpick. Next, I made a bunch of other flavors as well, just because I wanted to be a little extra. So now we're gonna make some mini Nutella slime. You'll need some white Elmer's glue, brown food coloring, and Elmer's magical liquid. Squeeze out a small amount of white Elmer's glue, add a few drops of brown food coloring, and mix together. And it should already start to look like chocolate. So tasty looking. Try not to eat it right now. Actually, more like melted chocolate. Anyways, now we're gonna add some Elmer's magical liquid instead of our usual activator and just mix it in slowly and gradually. So what you might notice is if you use this magical liquid, it actually isn't very strong at all, so you'll need to add in a fair bit to activate your slime. When you finally do activate your slime, it'll feel extremely bouncy and elastic due to the high water content in the activator. Some people might like this consistency, but I actually prefer a more dense and solid slime, but it's all personal preference in the end. I also found that this activator tends to continue activating even after a while, so your slime might end up over-activated like mine did and snap easier than expected, so keep that in mind too. Otherwise, it's still pretty good to play with and stretchy. And since we're making mini food, I gotta play with it using a mini fork, obviously. When you're done playing around, just pop it into your mini Nutella jar and play with it some more. Honestly, the sounds this was making were hilarious. So yeah. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed these mini DIY slimes. Let me know which one your favorite is down below, because I literally cannot pick a favorite. They are all super adorable, but I want to hear your opinion. And one thing before I forget, slime hug! Also, I don't know if you guys know, but I released a new song, so don't forget to head over to my music channel to check it out. And until next week, I'm gonna miss you guys so much, so I'll see you guys then. Bye guys! Love you!